Yo, entitlement be having these average looking women talking crazy.
So I paid for Hinge and I literally ran out of people on day one. I paid for whatever the most expensive Hinge membership is. I did 1 week, and I'm pretty sure it's Hinge, but whatever the $25 a week one is, I paid for 1 week. I ran out of people in 1 day. I have only had the membership for 1 day, and it's already saying, oops, we're out of people. Change your parameters. You know what my parameters are? My parameters are 6'2" and above, anywhere between age 29 and 34. And then I bumped it up to 35, ran out of people again. How is there no one between the ages of 29 and 35,
Jesus.
6'2" and above in LA? This is one of the biggest cities ever. I don't know if I'm just not attracted to the people that they're showing me. Like, they weren't cute. I'm gonna be so honest, but I tried to give a few people a chance. I think I sent maybe 2 or 3 likes out of everyone, and I've already ran out of people. It's day one. I keep going back to the app. There's no more people. How?
Yo, the entitlement with this woman is insane. She needs Invisalign more than she needs a dude above 6'2". I don't think she understands 6'2" and above. It's 4%. It's not that much of the population, especially your age range is between 29 and 35. And then she says, these guys are not even cute. Yo, shorty, you are average at best. The entitlement and free attention just overinflate this ego. This is like a drive-through McDonald's worker applying for a CEO job of a company and wondering why the math is not adding up. The expectations with this one are insane, so your options shrink, but the expectations don't. She has to understand, even Hinge is telling her, yo, you need to change your parameters. Yeah, because you are overinflating what the hell you looking for. I don't know how tall she is, but I doubt she needs a dude over 6'2". And then she's thinking she looks crazy good. It's because dudes be giving chicks like this, average women, free attention, and they're like, yeah, I'm the and she got that syndrome right now. Not for nothing with the grill that she got. She's only getting back shots because I don't even want to look at you.
Both sides of the relationship need to prove themselves.
But here's the difference. We don't tell that enough to women. That's the issue.
I think it's because
we tell women that they're perfect just the way that they are, and that's a lie. We tell men all the time you need to rise to the occasion. We got standards on men, but we don't put standards on women. No matter how rude, crass, obnoxious they are, how fat they are, we don't give them any standards.
And I feel like that's mainly because women in society...
We don't tell men love your curves. We tell women that. We don't tell women to do the right thing. We tell do what's right for you. We tell men do the right thing. Women do what's right for you. So we don't really have societal boundaries on females. And if a man does express societal boundaries...
Who's guiding the societal statements? It's men. It's men not supporting men.
Well, that's why I'm here. Tell them the truth.
Honey, grow up. Go away. Bleh. I can't do it anymore. It's gag inducing.
We as women need to normalize men having to put down a security deposit if they want to take us on a date. Because, think about it. We have to get our hair, nails, skin, makeup, pick out a cute outfit, all that, right? We take time to get these things done. And then if somebody bails last minute, then who's out? Us.
Frankly, this is stuff you'd be doing anyway. Because if you weren't going out with him that night, you'd be going out with your girlfriends probably, and you would be doing all that stuff anyway, because instead of going out with him, you'd be on the prowl looking for a man to pay you attention, and you'd want to do all that stuff to get his attention.
Y'all believe in women's intuition.
Yeah.
If you can feel that your man is cheating, why can't you tell when he's unhappy?
I definitely agree. I think a lot of women are selfish in relationships. If we just gonna be honest in terms of their care, they care about what they can benefit from, right? But when it comes to making sure that man is solidified, making sure that man is taken care of, that doesn't become a problem until he stops giving her what she wants.
You're not a feminist. Well, that's cute. Do you know what the leading cause of for women aged between 18 to 44 is? Just take a guess. Put it in the comments. It's a man you.
So in this video, the lady claims that the leading cause of for women aged 18 to 44 is men you. Is it true? Nope. This is wrong. And it's not even close to the truth. To check the data, I encourage you to go to the CDC website. Yes, it would be mostly for the US, but it is probably the most reliable source you can use. Here you can directly go to a page, leading causes of pick the most recent available year, set the sex to female, age to 18 to 44. And what do we have? Number 1 is unintentional injury, about 16,500. Number 2, cancer, about 8,800. Number 3, heart disease, just under 5,000. Number 4, suicide, about 4,200. Number 5, liver disease, about 2,500. And then at number 6, homicide, 2,175. Leading cause of It's not even top 5. And it gets worse. That number 1 cause, unintentional injury, isn't really one thing. It's mostly many causes stacked together. But 2 causes stand out: drug overdose and car accidents. So I pulled those apart. Overdose or drug poisoning on its own kills about 10,000 women in this age group. Car accidents, about 4,800. So once you count them as the separate causes they actually are, homicide isn't 6th. It drops to 7th. And one more thing about that age range she picked. Homicide only ranks anywhere near the top for the younger groups. Look at the CDC's own chart. For 35 to 44, it's already 8th. And past 45, it falls off the list entirely. So if we exclude underage population, 18 to 44 is basically the one window where homicide looks as high as it's ever going to look. So it could be the case that she specifically chose this age group to make it look worse. Yet still, even with that, her claim still doesn't hold. So as a statement of fact, the leading cause of for women is men is just false. Now, to be fair, there is one part I'll give her. When a woman is the person who did it usually is a man. Going off federal homicide data, in cases where we know who the offender was, about 9 out of 10 women who are by a man. So if she'd said specifically that, she'd have been right. But that is not what she said. She didn't make a claim about who commits murders. She made a claim about what kills women the most and completely misrepresented it. And you may say, well, what's my problem? It is still 2,175 women we need to speak about. And for sure, 2,175 is not nothing. It is worth speaking about. But here, she specifically takes that number and misrepresents it to blame men. If she really cared about what the leading cause of is for women, she would be talking about overdosing, about heart disease, about cancer. But she didn't. Why? Because then it's much harder to directly blame men for it. I'm sure with enough imagination she could find a way to blame men for those too. But why bother when you can just twist the data and blame men directly? Because who's going to check it? Her audience will eat up any misinformation as long as it blames men.
Y'all want to know the real reason why no one likes to club anymore and why clubbing culture is dead? Well, surprise, surprise, the reason is men, but let me tell you why. As it's been established, men aren't real men nowadays. They don't like being gentlemen, they don't like being courteous, and they don't like women very much. The other day, me and my friends were at a beach club and we were at the bar waiting to buy our drinks because, you know, we're strong, independent women and we don't want men to buy our drinks, but if someone offers, why not? So these 2 men come up to one of my friends and they go, hey, like, do you mind if we cut in line? We're just getting 2 drinks. Oh, whoa, wait. We've been waiting here. Sure, you guys can cut us in line, like, but are you guys gonna get us our drinks? He was just like, no. And then I was like, oh. So then why the did you ask? Move then. What happened to ladies first? What happened to class? And then this man has the audacity to try hitting on my friend who didn't even buy her a drink. What makes you think you could talk to her? All of these men will get in and they'll just stand there. They won't even dance. They'll just stand there and just look at women. Just being full on monitoring spirits. Like, just stood there like, oh no, the girls should come up to us. No. Men will go out in big groups and they won't get tables. They won't buy bottles. A lot of these clubs aren't making money anymore. So now a lot of them are charging girls too. The reason why you're still open is because we are in your establishment. 9 times out of 10, when we come out, it's not fun anymore anyways. So why the are we spending money to not even have fun? That's why I think clubbing culture is done. I'm more of like a lounge, you know, speakeasy type girl now. We're not doing that in 2025 anymore.
So let me get this straight. This guy asked you to cut in line. You could have said no. You could have said off, wait for us first, and then you go after. But he asked nicely and you said yes. And there wasn't even a conversation of like, hey, if I let you cut, you got me and my girlfriend over here. We just want 2 of these drinks. You could have said that as well. But then you get mad at him for not buying you drinks. And you get even more mad by the fact that he finds your friend attractive and he wants to hit on her. Like, the logic is not logicking. And then you went on this whole tantrum of how clubs are and how everything is bad. Let me get something straight. Let me tell you guys this, okay? Buying a girl a drink at the bar is probably the worst thing that you can do as a guy. Random girls, I mean. Not your girl. If it's your girl, do whatever you want to do. Because the ROI on it is very low. Women are typically very unappreciative of drinks. And a lot of women feel like it's an expectation. And they will use you. And I know a ton of girls, even my own female friends, that will let guys buy them drinks at the bar and then vanish away. Even when they got boyfriends, even when they're in relationships. Never buy a girl a drink unless you actually know her. Never buy a girl a drink unless she's actually with you at the bar, in your presence, on a date, whatever it may be. It's the dumbest thing that you can do. And all these girls shaming men for not letting them sit in sections, not letting them do that, it's their money. They can do whatever they want. I hate to say it. I understand that times have changed. Back in the day, men were a lot more chivalrous, but those days are gone. Women have kind of I don't need a man. I'm an independent woman. This narrative has pushed men away. If you're so independent, if you can do everything on your own, why the do you need us to buy your drinks? Tell me that.
And once again, we're back to the age-old question. Because modern women say this so confidently. Do you believe in women's intuition? Yes, I do. 100%. Wholeheartedly. I believe in it. Well, if you can tell that, you can see that, everything is going wrong in terms of he's not doing the things that he used to do. What's wrong with him? Oh, he must be cheating. That's what most modern women come to, instead of something's wrong. He's not doing the things that he used to do. Did something happen? Is there anything going on with his family? Is there anything going on with his mental? Did I do something? What's happening? Instead, they automatically think he's doing something wrong. There's got to be something wrong with him. Because modern women don't have any self-awareness. They don't take accountability. Honestly, I would venture to say that some of these modern women know they did something wrong. To be honest, they know they did something wrong. But it can't be me. I'm perfect. Even if I did do something wrong, it's not that big of a deal.
And today, on how sexism is only funny if it's about men, please see the following.
Under my leadership, women would not have to pay taxes. No, they wouldn't. You're a woman. No taxes for you. Everything is a tax write-off for you.
Oh, it gets better.
Next, tampons free. Pads free. Anything to do with menstrual cycle and pain is free, bitch.
And how are those going to be paid for? Oh, yeah, that's right. That half of the population that would be left paying taxes would be footing the bill for those.
Next, we are going to stop funding male medical research. No more of it. From now on, we are only doing studies and research for women, on women's health only. From here on out, thank you so much.
So half of the population is not deserving of medical research? Oh dear.
Next, all men must go to work under my leadership. Yes, you must. You must be at work. Providing for any woman and every woman in your life. It's a requirement under my leadership.
Yeah, no. There are those of us women out there that can actually take care of ourselves. Sorry that some don't fall into that category.
And finally, every man is guilty until proven innocent. That's just a quick little roundup under my leadership of what I'm aiming, okay? Thank you. This is the Simona Project.
I'm sure I'm not the only one who's wondering, who exactly is going to be enforcing this new sexist regime? I wonder if they thought that part through.
Okay, listen, this is just a reminder that men are disgusting and they do not care about half the that you think that they care about. They do not care about the little things that you obsess over in your head.
We barely talked all day, and then I texted him. I was like, "Hey, do you want to call?" And he just goes, "Can't." And I said, "Okay, we're good, right?" And he just said yes. And then he didn't snap me or anything for like 4 hours, and I just sent him a snap asking if he wanted to like see what I was painting, because I'm painting. I was like, "Hey, you want to see what I painted?" And he just left it on open. Like, I'm not forcing you to date me. You don't have to be with me, okay? Just tell me so I'm not like wasting my time anymore.
And you were?
You don't get it. There is a darkness inside of me. It wants to get out, wants to walk around. It wants some walking around money, and it wants to buy some shoes, and it wants to walk up with the people and say, "Hey, Gator don't play no shit." You feel me? Gator never been about that. Never been about playing no shit.
What do you feel about girls expecting gifts from men? Chanel purse.
But like, what do you mean girls? Like my wife, my girlfriend?
I'm not talking about wife.
Girlfriend, like a random girl, like who?
Not even like someone you're talking to. Not even necessarily like a girlfriend.
And she wants a gift for me.
Let's say you're talking to her for like 2 weeks.
And she wants a gift
and she
for me.
wants you to take her shopping. What do you think about that?
Then she just wants a
She
guy.
wants you to pay for her nails. She wants you to
Not
pay
me.
for her
That's not me.
hair.
You're not. I'm
That's
not,
not
I'm
you.
not,
But
I'm
what
not
do
your
you
sugar
think
daddy.
about that?
That's fine.
What's your thoughts
if
on
that's
that?
what you're used to, then go look for that. You know, you're looking for a credit card. You're not looking for a man. Because if we're talking for 2 weeks, we're not official. You're not my girlfriend. You're not my wife. We're not engaged.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? There's no feelings there. I feel like that 2 weeks is not enough to build a connection or love.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take my wife shopping. I'll take my girl shopping because there's love there.
Yeah.
But a random chick, then at that point, I'm your sugar daddy.
If you hit a man, like you full on as hard as you can, do you think that he should be allowed to hit you back?
I think that men should not hit women. Yeah. Even if a girl hits you as hard as they can.
What about, is it wrong for the girl?
No, I don't think so. He's expected to control his rage and his emotions and his but the woman, she just got mad at him.
Okay, if you think about it, right? Like, I think that's one of the questions on the questionnaire. Like, are men physically stronger than women?
Wait, have you ever hit somebody?
I have.
Like a guy?
Yeah.
And did he hit you first?
No.
That's a position of privilege, right? I don't really understand why they have it, because if you want equality and egalitarianism, the idea here is going to be based around the fact that chivalry is gone. We are now equals. If a man hits you in the face and you can punch them back, why is it if a woman punches you in the face, you can't punch her back? That actually doesn't make any sense.
I'm saying is that men are physically stronger than women. Like, for example,
but men are physically stronger than other men. So if a man who is less strong than me punches me in the face and I punch him back in the face as hard as I can, I'm still punching somebody weaker than me in the face. Why is that socially acceptable, but not socially acceptable to punch a woman who's weaker? That makes no sense.
I don't want to say this but I am. There's not really any men these days. You know what, masculine men. When I'm talking about masculine, I don't mean bulk dudes, like dumb right now. I'm talking about masculine men. Where are those guys? Someone like my brother and my dad. They're
what makes a masculine? Yeah, what do you want in a masculine man? Like change a tire type.
It has nothing to do with looks. It's just a guy who can just support you and no jealousy. Just it's not easy dating me, because, like I said, I'm kind of like an alpha, so I got to meet someone who's more alpha than me.
So you want more alpha? You don't want a beta?
No,
because a lot of the alpha homegirls that I have a little bit more of a beta boyfriend situation.
Because I have dated someone that was very, very a yes man, and it was very sweet, but then it gets boring.
You just don't know what they want. She couldn't even answer the question. He says, what is a masculine? What do you consider a masculine man to be? And she couldn't even tell you. Somebody who supports you and is not jealous is a masculine man? That's your answer? Somebody who's more alpha than you?
I need to know what goes on in men's brains, because we needed soy sauce and my husband was like, oh, let me order some. What is this? We are two people. This is a gallon of soy sauce.
I'm going to tell you a little secret about men if you want the man in your life to help you out. When that man helps you out, do not complain about it, because here he is. You needed soy sauce and he got the soy sauce. It is a huge mistake to complain about how he got it and what exactly he got. As long as it was soy sauce, it is what you asked for. He solved the problem. But look, for the sake of argument, let's dive into it for a second. These are 3 reasons why he ended up getting that soy sauce. Number 1, when you're ordering groceries online or you're on Amazon, you may not realize how much product it really is because it's just a little tiny picture of it. 2, it's a cost savings. It's less money per ounce. You should appreciate your thrifty man. And 3, he doesn't have the opportunity cost next time of having to buy more soy sauce. You guys are set, and that soy sauce, it does not expire. That stuff stays good forever. There are so many women out there that would actually appreciate this effort. They're even entering the comments, which is hilarious because they're asking if this woman wants to divorce her husband, that they will take him.
If a man asks you out on a coffee date, charge him $500. As a divorce lawyer, let me tell you why. Coffee is for colleagues. Coffee is not for courting. Would that man ask Margot Robbie out on a coffee date? When a man asks you out on a coffee date, what he's really saying is, I want your time, your energy, your presence at the lowest possible cost to me. Coffee is cheap. Coffee is convenient. Coffee takes 0 effort. And yet your time is not cheap. Your presence is not convenient. And your energy is not effortless. It's valuable. If a man asks you out for coffee, send him an invoice. Charge him $500 because that's closer to the real value of your time, your energy, and your presence.
I don't know how she says this with such a straight face, but for women that agree with this, that is what makes men believe that women are delusional and transactional. Because he knows, I know, and you should know that you're not Margot Robbie. So a coffee date is totally appropriate for normal folk like us, which is why I highly recommend for you guys that are out there dating, keep on making the coffee date your first date, because it is a good filter and it keeps the delusional women at bay.
I'm waving a symbolic white flag, okay, ladies? I know I've been hard on you for the past couple days, and I want to have a serious conversation. The reason why I am so passionate about this topic of women seeing men as human and not just the butt of some joke on social media is because I used to be like y'all. I used to laugh at all the jokes and repost the videos. I followed Drew and haha, men suck. Yeah. And then I was in a relationship with a man who for all intents and purposes was very good to me. And I didn't respect him. And I ended up cheating on him. And I felt terrible for that. And I didn't want to hide behind my emotions or how he made me feel or whatever. I had to put that on myself. I had to take accountability for that. I had to go to therapy for that. I had to realize that I was wrong, and the way that I saw myself in relationships and the way I saw men was not right. So I started talking and really listening to the men in my life, asking them questions, trying to see how they see things, understanding their perspective, watching male content creators, trying to hear them out. And what they said made a lot of sense. And I realized that these women were not being respectful towards men in the same way that they wanted respect from men. And I didn't like that. This all happened with my brain fully developing, so maybe some of the girlies just aren't there yet. But here's hoping that one day you learn to realize, if you haven't already, that men are people too. Just like women can be bad, men can be bad. Just like women can be good, men can be good. And here's hoping we all get to that realization eventually.
A lot of these modern women, because they keep on talking about there's no masculine men nowadays. And there's actually plenty of masculine men. It's just that y'all are super masculine. You don't think about it. You just think, oh, well, I'm just living. I'm in survival mode. And I can't come out of survival mode until somebody gives me the pathway to relax and be in my feminine. And so you put all the pressure on the man to not only be masculine, because he already is, but you actually want him to be what that one woman called a double alpha, a triple alpha. And then when she said, well, I'm an alpha, I'm pretty hard to deal with. So what you mean to say, once again, is that men are actually masculine. You're just hard to deal with. You're just hard to get along with. That's what you actually mean. Come on, guys. This is foolishness.
But they looked at you. Why is there so many niggas here? Yes, staring me down. Yeah. Not one single word though. Like you're eyeing me. Like you want me. I know you want me. I know you want me back. But you're just too scared to come up. I don't like that. Be a man. Be a man and come up to me and say something.
Yeah.
Why are we just looking? Are you a girl or a boy? Let me know. They like boys.
Here we go. I knew the tactic was going to get thrown in at some point in time in that video. But for the young lady that's trying to wonder, why ain't they coming up to me? Like, why aren't they saying anything? Sweetheart, yeah, I asked for this. I got online every day and told us how much I don't like men approaching y'all. Every day. Oh, you don't believe me? Watch.
It's nothing worse than having a bad day. And then some random man approach you. Just all in your face.
I'm pretty vocal on my platform about how I really dislike when men I don't know approach me in public and try to proposition me, hit on me, compliment me, etc.
Really, yes, don't talk to me.
Silent?
I hate it when guys approach me at bars. I hate just talking to guys. I hate it. I'm
I'm in an era where I hate when men talk to me. Maybe that's an era that I'm always in.
Of course.
Say it out loud.
Interesting. I've never seen a group of people complain about something so much online, and then they actually get what they've been complaining about, and then they complain about that. I swear you can't make this up. Man, y'all keep the change.
I don't know why I have so many men in a tizzy, but I've been married twice. I already understand dynamics. I can't be living with a man who doesn't pay bills because I will not respect him. Y'all don't have to respect that, but I know me. I know that if a man is not paying my bills, he can't tell me. Your best bet is to leave me alone. It's not going to work. I need to be in a dynamic where it is balanced. My man needs to be paying the bills. That's it. That's the only way it will work for me.
I respect this sister all because she said that's the only way it will work for her. As a whole, most men can't pay all the bills. You know what I mean? With inflation and the average, like I said, the average apartment is $2,000. And the average car note is $750, and utilities and groceries through the roof. The average man can't pay all the bills. Now, that's how it is with her. But at the same time, she said she's been married twice and divorced twice. So maybe your standards are a little too high, and maybe you can help that man pay some of these bills.
If your boyfriend complains about doing normal boyfriend tasks, it's a huge red flag, and you should know now.
No dare. Now, believe it or not, there are actually still quite a large number of women that genuinely believe in stereotypical gender roles. However, I must point out that this usually only applies to when they're in a relationship. And more pointedly, it only applies to the men. They believe that if they're in a relationship with a man, that the man should be performing all the stereotypical chores that would fall to a gentleman, such as taking out the trash, building things, lifting heavy objects, and taking care of the car. Yet many of these women, because they mistakenly call themselves feminists, mostly because they don't understand the definition of the term, would be very upset if someone insinuated that they should be performing stereotypical women's tasks, such as cooking and cleaning. So why is gender roles okay in one situation, but yet not in another?
What's your age?
24. 22.
If I was your man, what would I need to pay for you?
Pay for? Nothing.
So you're not expecting me to pay for dates if we went out?
Expect? I don't have expectations for
I
anybody.
also don't have expectations.
I do think it shows character.
Actions, yeah, definitely. It's not about the money. It's just about like how you treat us.
So I could be your boyfriend and not be able to afford taking you out on dates, and you'd still stick it with me through thick and thin.
If you're a good person, that's all that matters.
If the chemistry's there.
There's some people with loads of money and they treat their girlfriends like so.
Does that mean I don't have to pay for your hair or your nails either?
No, I've never had somebody pay for my hair and nails.
Me neither.
So for a first date, if I said let's just go for a walk in the park, you'd be fine with that too?
Yeah.
I prefer a walk in the park than a dinner for the first date.
Definitely. I think it's more casual and laid back, and you can actually get to know the person.
Listen, as long as you're waking up every morning and going to work, that's the kind of man I need.
I just got home from a date. We were going to an event and dinner. We did not make it to dinner. He just dropped me off at home. I'm back home. I've been gone for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm back home. And I have a friend coming to pick me up right now. I just asked him to take me home. You know the amount of times I have wanted to do that while on a date and I didn't, and I just sat there and grinned and bared it. A guy does something or says something or is something that I just don't jive with, and I stick around because it's the polite thing to do. No more of that, girls.
Why is this a video? You're 39 years old, honey. 39 years old. You're making a video about this. You're not some like 23-year-old dim-witted TikToker. At least we hope not, right? That you're not in that mindset. 39 years old. And you know what? If you looked back in time and you went back, say, I don't know, 30 years. At 39, a woman would have, be married, have a couple of kids and a dog. Would be an adult.
What's wrong with me molding my wife to please me?
She's not a seasoned woman.
We don't want that.
Know already.
We don't want that.
Those younger women, those girls don't know themselves already. Men want those women because they're able to mold them.
Absolutely.
And you can teach them and tell them what to do and how to do it, when to do it, and what to do.
No.
With us older women, we've been there, done that. We already know ourselves.
We don't want women that we have to battle your past for. If I get me a younger woman with less experience, why can't a alpha man mold his wife to be that wife to make him happy? This is why we date younger women. They don't have those experiences, those trauma decisions that you've been through your whole life that's keeping your guard up from me. Because I hate the notion that women always try to make it seem like men are semi-predators because we want a pure woman. This is what we want. Y'all can't get mad at us for wanting what we want.
Women, when they go on the first date, I have to pay $100 to get my nails done.
Oh my God.
Extra $100 to get my toes done. My hair needs to be done. My makeup needs to be done. I'm still paying that much. Like I say, it takes a lot of work to
divide that by the amount of men that you go on the date with, though. You don't buy new makeup and go and get your hair done every time you go on a date. So if a woman is she's going on a date with 20 men per week, divide 20 by 200. That's like $10.
Honestly, men don't give a about your fake nails. Men don't care. That's a woman thing.
Like personal experience, a man literally was like, "You don't have your nails done?"
Well, he's
yeah, that's so. Oh my gosh.
Would he still you?
I mean, yeah, but
okay.
Apparently he's gay, so no.
If you were to actually have a genuine conversation with most men, have clean nails. Don't have dirt under your nails. By the way, that should be the case for men too. Don't have dirty nails, but the fake, show us your nails. Show us your nails.
Lovely.
Men don't give a shit about that.
I got to tell you, I can't air for your number.
For what?
Because I guess she like you now and want to talk to you. I mean, don't you like her?
No. I used to like her. No, back in the day.
Okay, so what's the difference now?
Well, now she got kids.
Okay, what does that mean?
She didn't want to talk to me before she got kids. Why she want to talk to me now?
Oh, so you one of them type of dudes. Okay.
What type of dude is that?
The type of dude that ain't man enough to talk to a woman because they got kids.
Man enough?
Yes.
Well, first off, it has nothing to do with her having kids. It's why she has kids.
Oh. So just because we're not with our baby fathers, we don't deserve to be happy, huh?
We? What
yes, we. Don't you got a nephew? Ain't I a single mother? Yeah, we.
First off, did I say all single moms? I don't think I said all single moms. I'm talking about a specific group of single moms.
Okay, baby, well, explain to me. I'm waiting to hear this.
Okay. So, you have women out here who, when they was younger, they had a certain type of guy. A certain type, whether he was a hood dude, street dude, gangster, whatever the case it was. She had a certain type of dude. Let that dude hurt her, cheat on her, all these things. And consistently got pregnant by these dudes, had they babies. Now, that guy that she overlooked when she was younger, the guy that wasn't good enough, wasn't acceptable when she was younger. Oh, now she wants that guy to be the guy to accept her for who she is now. Accept all her past issues, her being broken, her trust issues, her insecurities, and also her trust and accept her kids and her. Nah, she'll be alright. Nah, she'll be cool. No, go back to your type. Your type got you. Your type got you. Don't expect the guy that Gene want to talk to be the guy to come save you. I don't like this one.
You know, it's not to say that when you get a younger woman that there's not going to be frustrations, because there's definitely going to be a learning curve there. So I think you have to be ready for that if you do have a younger woman, because she just doesn't know. She's not as mature as maybe that older lady is. She doesn't have as many experiences. But like he said, we would like to mold her. No, you like to control her. No, that's not really it. It's when you, as a bitter woman, like you're bitter, right? Maybe not all women, but a lot of these modern women are bitter. They're angry at the world. They might be thriving in business and stuff like that, but it's hard. Like he said, you have to battle them. You have to go back and forth with them. So it's hard to get a word in edgewise and say, okay, let's go over here. We're doing this. We ain't doing this and that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I got to come better. I got to come more correct. And I've done my research. We're doing this. I still don't like it. And so it's not really we're in this together. It's more so you're following my lead because I'm the one who's going to catch an attitude. And men are like, I don't want to deal with that. And so I'm just going to go with somebody that says, even though you're probably going to have to teach her a little bit more, hey, we're about to go this way. I think this is the best way. After some research and to talk to it, I think we should go this way. What do you think? Well, you know, I'm okay with whatever you say. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate you putting your trust in me, but what do you think? I want to know what you think. Well, yeah, I'm okay with that. I would say we should look out for X, Y, and Z. And in my experience, I've come across this. Okay, I didn't think of that. Well, let me go back and do my research again and, you know, see how it fits. A man is going to do that, but you have to have the right spirit. These modern women are challenging and they're saying, no, you need to figure out how to do it my way. And a man is saying, well, can't we compromise and do it together? No, you need to do it how I want you to do it. That's why you're not getting a date. That's why you're not getting asked out. Is because men already know at your age, you're playing around in terms of you saying that you're ready for a husband, but you really ready for a butler. You're really ready for a servant. And men don't have time to fight and put up with you like that.
To all the stay-at-home moms, I feel like you're lying.
He goes on to explain how easy it is to be a stay-at-home dad. And hear me out, because some of y'all are going to take offense to what I'm about to say. I've been a stay-at-home dad. I've been a single dad for many, many years. I homeschooled my daughter for 8 years. I've worked, come home, taken care of my daughter. And let me tell y'all something, man. It's easy. My daughter's 11. It's not hard. It is the easier job. That's why we gave it to them. It's not going out into the world and hunting. It's not going out into the world and building bridges. It's not going out into the world and doing hard work. It's not hard. I'm telling you, man. Most of the women in the comments are like, oh, it's one kid. But the whole thing is that you don't get any breaks. We like doing it because we have a sense of duty behind it. It's enjoyable for men to see their children get raised up. Why isn't it enjoyable for you? That's what you need to ask yourself. You don't enjoy it. You feel like you need a constant break because you're the weaker vessel. It's not hard. Raising up children is extremely easy. Enjoy it.
Sorry, are you two a couple?
We are.
Would you mind telling us the quick story of how you first met?
You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you don't.
We got a story. So it was 1994, and we just passed each other on the street.
I looked back to see if she looked as good going as she did coming. And what did I see?
We just had a moment.
I see her looking back at me.
And then that night, I was coming home from a blind date. Went into my apartment building, opened up my front door, and in walks this guy. And my date's standing right there. He walks by, and I'm like, "Hey, didn't I meet you today?" And he's like, "Hi, I'm Tom. I live in 4D." I was like, "You live in my building?"
I was like, "Shit, she lives in my building."
I lived there a whole year. He walked by my front door every day for a year. Never saw him once. First date, 5 days later, decided to get married on our first date.
2 hours into our first date, we decided to get married.
Walked around New York City for like 5 hours.
29 days after the first day we passed each other on the street, we went down to Center Street and got married.
Yep, I lived. We didn't tell anyone. Called her parents the next day.
That's amazing. 31 years in.
Yes.
What's your favorite thing about her?
She's so earnest and she's so honest.
That's it.
No,
What about my beauty?
well, I will say this. I'm still totally attracted to her all the time.
How did you know so early on, within 29 days, that you wanted to get married?
It was like an aura. He's the one. He's the one. He's the one.
I had never looked at a girl like this where I couldn't see anything else around her.
It was like a blur.
She was the only thing in focus. When I was around her, I just felt like throwing up the whole time. I couldn't eat for like the whole time I was first married.
What advice would you give to a new couple that just met want to make it 30 years like you guys?
You cannot put yourself first. You must put the other person first all the time. Our happiness comes from the fact that our marriage has been almost a competition to see who can treat who better.
And what are your names?
I'm Tom.
I'm Lisa.
Well, thank you so much.
It's hard for these women out here. Y'all got it bad. Women got it bad nowadays. Y'all got it bad.
I'm crying at a man saying we got it bad.
Oh, it's horrible for y'all. You thought if a woman was saying the perfect man, and it is not your opinion, just what you think most women would say the perfect man is.
The girls, like the stuff that you see people talking about on Twitter and stuff like that, people just want to, like, it's honestly very easy for men out here if you have money. Because it's just want money in this day and age.
Okay. So how many percentage of black men do you think got money? It's less than 6% across America. America that's in that over 100K. We're not even getting to the 200K. I'm talking about never been in jail. If we put that down, not if he's bisexual or into other different orientations. We ain't put that in there. And as a man you really got, you probably can only pick out 3% of black men out here that you can say, I want him. And you don't think the 3% of men know that I know? Like when I'm in that, I know. I'm a unicorn at this point.
So what we're saying is we don't know the unicorns at this point.
And I think we need to stop going for unicorns, start looking for little horsies, some ponies. You don't need to go for unicorns. Not everybody needs that.
He said lower your standards.
Yeah, stop going for the unicorn.
They're trying to control me. They're trying to control me. I really don't think it's control if it's aiming for your improvement. Unpopular opinion. Y'all be sitting here talking about no, because they're trying to control me. They're trying to control me. Maybe they're trying to redirect you. Maybe they're trying to help you. Maybe they're trying to guide you because guess what? They see the coming before it actually happens. Maybe. Maybe instead of fighting change, we should embrace it. Maybe they're telling you these things because you need to hear them. That's why you don't want to hear them. Sometimes the things we don't like to hear is the things we need to hear the most. And I know this is a fear, but these are thoughts you need to hold near. Because growth and self-improvement are needed in order to overcome your fears.
If my husband talked to me the way that I talk to him sometimes, I would be in a literal puddle. Sometimes I am so mean to that man, and he's always so kind. And I know that if he ever returned the same words and the same tone, I would cry.
You know what the saddest part is that I can't even say that this man can only take so much and that he will someday potentially leave. And you're going to be left thinking, Why? What happened? I honestly can't say that because I don't think that's what's going to happen because I know good men and I know that they will stay. I think that a lot of that has to do with men actually loving greater than women. They love and stay even when there's a lack of kindness, effort, reciprocation, happiness. So when a woman comes on and she's very obviously aware of her lack of kindness, for her to not talk about sitting down with her husband and taking accountability and apologizing on top of changing, it's kind of sad.
And a man is in a relationship for love. If he in a real, what is he in a relationship for?
You tell us that. That's a good question. What do you think men is in
Love.
Y'all said, no.
What
Hell
else?
no.
What am I getting besides somebody saying they love me?
So you think men?
What am I here for if all I'm getting is what you're saying you're giving me?
Which is the love.
What am I getting? So what am I here for? You name it.
It got to be love because there's nothing else that's coming.
Thank you.
I don't believe that though.
That's the up part about it.
I don't believe that.
That's the up part about what the else am I getting?
That's a fact, but I don't believe that. But that is a fact.
That's a part about being delusional as a woman.
Yeah, you're right. Because you're not really getting nothing else. And if a man is really there, it's got to be because he loves you.
Thank you.
Because he don't got to be there.
That's why I say men love unconditionally, women love conditionally.
That's a fact.
That's the truth. Like at the end of the day, I ain't getting else.
Damn.
Listen, little babies, to my ladies, we're going to have to stop all this wanting to be led, but then we want to lead at the same time. You can't do both. You're going to have to pick one. Okay, and I get it. We be in, survival mode and dealing with trauma, but you're going to have to learn how to put that down and learn how to let a man lead. And in order to even do that in the first place, you're going to have to understand what a leader is, what he look like when you see one. Okay, because we get confused a lot of times with leading comes with just someone knowing how to provide. Providing is not the only thing that determines a leader. And if you know, the system is set against us. It's not women and men versus each other. It's them against us. And they understand the power there it is when we have a family unit. They understand the power that comes with structure. You're going to have to put that down. It's not your role. It's not your job. Let these men do what they're supposed to do. Sit the back and shut up.
Wait, watch it again. Let's watch it again.
An extraordinary man is literally just an average woman. Oh, wow. He cooks, he cleans, he communicates, he's emotionally intelligent, has a job, is reliable, amazing, best man you've ever heard of in your life, right? Name one woman you know who's not all of those things. It's because we are.
Well, I would say she has a great point, except for a couple things. Going to the moon, dunking a basketball in traffic, inventing the iPhone, inventing the airplane, running a mile under 4 minutes, building the Empire State Building, fighting in every war, the road you drive on, building that, the car that you are riding in, every invention, every vaccine, mining, scuba diver, the building that you live in, a man built that. Throwing a touchdown, the Civil War, the Revolutionary War, World War I, World War II.
I can't tell if women are saying they are the table because they really believe that or they really just don't know what to bring to the table. But what I was taught a woman is supposed to bring to the table is number one, respect. Number two, an open mind. Number three, the ability to be taught and to be led. Number three, assistance, support. Number four, a good attitude. Be happy, be loving, be warm, be vulnerable. Okay? And then you're supposed to bring questions if you have them. Okay? Be authentic, be selfless, be ready to give. Okay? Don't be looking for what you could take. Give as much as you can as a woman. Okay? And then everything that you gather from all of that, teach it to your children. Be prepared to teach those kids. Somebody once said to me, don't have children if you're not prepared to teach them what you've learned. That hit deep for me.
And, she's right. A lot of these modern women, if we're honest, they don't have a lot to teach their children. It's all focused on them. They're always focused on themselves. That's, what they want. Yeah, I'm trying to learn more so I can get more for myself. And if I happen to have a kid, they kind of go with me, right? Because you're a necessary part of me. A lot of these modern women see their kids as leeches. They see their husband as a dope. And so I go first, then the kids. Well, honestly, I go first, I go second, I go third, then the kids, then the dog, then the husband. They do that type of stuff. So a lot of these modern women aren't fit to be in a relationship. They're not fit to have kids, to be honest with you. They're not fit to be raising a family because they really don't have a lot of values that you need to be instilling in kids. They don't really have a lot of values that you need to be spreading out to the world and sharing with the world. A lot of modern women are selfish. A lot of modern women are conceited. They only think about themselves. I want to be a passenger princess. I want. As a matter of fact, a lot of times the kids, when they're about 5 or 6, are more mature than these modern women. A 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, I want. When you start getting like 5, 6, 7, then you start to, okay, maybe I can share with some. And even some of these younger kids that are like 1 or 2, they still going to be, you still going to come to terrible twos, right? You still going to have that. No, give me this, mine, da da da. But sometimes they'll pop out and say, you want some, or you want to share, or something like that. And it'll be cute. That's about the maturity level of modern women. They get right there into the terrible twos, and then that's about where they stop.